This is Left Side of the Brain. Go ahead, hit that likes button. Go ahead, hit that reality button. That's what I'm calling the subscribe button from now on. It's the reality button. You are now in tune to the greatest channel on YouTube. This is the Left Side of the Brain channel. It's reality over everything. That's what it is for me at this point. It's reality or nothing. You see, I'm gonna be frank with y'all, man. Like, you live in this world, right? And I was thinking about this yesterday. If you ever wanted to do something in life, anything that you wanted to do, if you wanted to travel, if you wanted to start a business, if you wanted to go hiking, bungee cord jumping, anything, you may as well do it. If you see a woman that you like, say you at the mall or something, and you see a female you like, it ain't no need to be afraid. You may as well go talk to her, man. Because it's like this. You can't fail inside of an illusion. I repeat, you can't fail inside of an illusion. And this is exactly what this is. This world that we live in is nothing but an illusion. We only exist at the expense of somebody else anyway. All of the pain and suffering that we go through in this world, and then we try to slip in between the pain and the suffering and balance it out with pleasure and to see if we can get some good out of the pain and suffering. We exist at the benefit of whoever is receiving the pain and suffering that we endure. That's why we exist. We try to lie to ourselves, which is a form of therapy, just mental therapy that we do. But the reality is, for me at least, it's reality over everything. And the reality is, you don't have anything to lose. It's like this, man. They already see you as different. So let's just say you in a crowd of people. You may as well do what you want to do anyway. Like Dennis Rodman. They already think he's crazy, so he can't do nothing, no more or less, that's going to change the public's opinion about him. Just like myself, in this world around these people, it's nothing I can do to change. It's nothing I can do to change the public opinion that these people have about me. Just like I can say whatever I wanted to say right now. It's not going to change the fact that it's 9:07 p.m. It's not going to change the fact. It's Wednesday, 9/26/2019, 9:07 p.m. I can't say anything that can change the fact of the date that it is right now. So no matter what this day does, it's not going to change the fact of how we see this day. We still going to see this day as Wednesday, June 26, 2019. Let me make sure I'm getting the date right before y'all be laughing at me. Which I don't care. I'm right, yeah. June 26, 2019. No matter what the day does, if it rains today, if the world blows up today, if the sun didn't come up today, nothing that this day could do or did will change the fact that it is June the 26th, 2019. That's just a metaphor for your own life. These people has already determined who you are. So it don't matter what you do at this point, it ain't going to change the fact that you have been labeled an outcast. So you may as well live up to it. That's what I told myself. When I go into a room full of people and I can tell that they looking at me strange, it's nothing I can do to change that. So I may as well act strange. I may as well act crazy. I may as well talk out loud like I'm doing now. Because if I act polite, they still going to think the same way about me. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? They still going to think the same way about me. Just like a trash can. If they think I'm trash already, you can paint a trash can. You can decorate it with flowers. You can put Glade air freshener in the trash can. It doesn't matter. People still going to look at it as trash, as a trash bin. No way around it. So you can change up for people if you want to. They still going to look at you like you shit. That's why I have decided to live any way I want to live. It's like this, man. This Jaguar lifestyle thing, you going to accept this any way you look at it. Because when you die, they're going to put you in the grave. You're going to be by yourself anyway. You may as well accept it now and get used to it. The reality of everything, I repeat, the reality of everything is darkness, solitude, and loneliness. So you may as well get used to, I'm going to bring up an old concept we used to speak about. Loneliness is your best friend. Loneliness. Embrace your loneliness. You may as well get used to this. You may as well start practicing this right now, because that's eternity that's waiting for you. Darkness. Right now, you just exist at the expense of somebody else. At the benefit of somebody else. Number one, your parents. Your foolish parents for having you in the first place. Then you exist as a citizen, which basically means a slave. They got insurance money on you and everything. You just an employee in this HPB system, a slave to it, a slave to your body. You may as well accept this, man. You can duck the shots, parry the blows, do whatever. But at the end of the day, you're going to get hit with the reality. You can't duck the reality forever. It's going to punch you in your face. Now, you either going to accept it the hard way or the easy way. I have already accepted this Jaguar lifestyle. It is what it is for me. You know? I mean, I already know when I walk into a room of people, I'm not accepted. You already know that, but you don't want to accept it. So you're not even accepting yourself by not accepting the truth. When you don't accept the truth, not only are the HPBs rejecting you, but you're rejecting your own self. So you're getting double rejected. You're getting double rejected. You kicking yourself in the ass. They kicking yourself in the ass. Because your conscience, that's the real you. So when you don't accept your conscience, you have kicked your own self out of the building, out of existence. You telling your conscience that what left side of the brain saying, even though I know it's real, I don't want to accept it. So you kicking your own conscience of right outside. And then you try to enter their realm. They know you're not one of them. No matter how hard you try to front, no matter how hard you try to perpetrate, no matter how hard you try to put on a disguise, reality gonna hit you in the face. You can duck, weave, bob all you want to. It's gonna hit you in the face. So you may as well accept it. It's like going into a blood donor center, right? And you gotta have, let's say they looking for a certain blood type. Let's say they looking for a I don't know, AB blood type, right? You go up into the blood donor center and your blood is not right. So they say you don't have the right kind of blood. You don't match what we're looking for. That's exactly how it is when you go around people, when you in a system, when you in a world, when you on their jobs, when you trying to fit into their social clique. Your blood type, it does not match their blood type. So they reject you. They'll let you do a blood sample. They don't care. But guess what? They're going to send you a letter in the mail and say, sorry, your blood type didn't match. I've been telling you all the while it doesn't match. You see? They look at you like, they look at you the same way you would look at if you seen a ghost walking around. You would be like, I see dead people. They see you as dead to them, just like you see them dead to you. Both of y'all look like ghosts to each other. Both of y'all look like phantoms to each other. That's why it'll never match. That's why your relationships don't match up with people. Because you having a soul and they are just a phantom, a ghost. No compatibility. The blood type don't match up. I mean, the choice is yours, though. Another thing I've learned, man, I don't even talk to these people, man. They already know what time it is. I like to use women as an example, right? Because, you know, the system is pretty much like dating or courting, right? Just seeing if you match, just seeing if they're going to accept you, just seeing if they're going to allow you to marry with them and receive the benefits of the marriage. So I use women as a metaphor, you know? Like, I don't even, when I'm dealing with women, I don't even talk to women. I say words to women. So it's really the actions that counts. So what I'm saying is, this world, it's all about action. And the action is you constantly getting kicked out. When are you going to realize that it's not meant for you? This message is for me. This message is for you. This message is for anybody who is still straddling the fence of reality and the illusion. You still straddling the fence. You still walking the tightrope. Still holding on. Yeah, you watch the videos. Yeah, you come to the channel. Yeah, you comment. Yeah, you hit the likes button. But you still holding on. When I say give it up, I mean totally give it up. You do not need them to live. I told you, food, water, and sunlight, and that's all you need. And this information, and you good. You good, my Jack. That's all you need. All that other stuff is just a waste of time. It's like taking a woman out on a date and taking her out on another date and taking her out on another date, and you still didn't get none. So you just wasting your time. When you can just give it up and tell that woman, look, I'm done with these back-to-back dates. Look, are we having sex or what? That's what you got to say to yourself about this world. Am I going to keep playing their game, or am I just going to just do like Left Side of the Brain and just throw in the towel? And when I say throw in the towel, I also mean that in the sense of don't doubt yourself about anything. If you have an ambition or something you want to do it. You can't fail in an illusion anyway. Every second counts right now. Once you find out the truth, every second counts from that point onward. Every second counts. Now that you have this truth, what are you going to do with it? Don't hesitate. Hey. If you see let's say if you see a bad woman, right? And you might be feeling nervous. She might reject me. So what? You can't fail in an illusion. Get rejected. So what? They have already rejected you. If you walk up to a woman that you like and she reject you, so what? It's nothing that you could have done that could have changed the outcome of the situation. You may as well go for it anyway. You may as well go for anything that you ever wanted to do. You can't fail in an illusion. It's not real anyway. When you die, when you leave this world, when you transform, when you go on to the next level, this is over with anyway. The memory of this life, it won't even mean anything. Because once you dead, once you out of here, what you did when you was here, that doesn't even matter. That's for the people who reading your obituary. That's for the people who reading your obituary. Such and such, he was a good old man, you know, but he should have tried to do this when he had the chance. When he seen that lady he liked, he should have tried to talk to her, but he was scared that he would fail. He should have did this. He should have started that business that he wanted to do. He should have took that vacation that he wanted to take. He should have did this. So what can you lose in this world, man? Oh, I'm trying to act a certain way around people, you know. I don't want to do this in front of people because, you know, they might say something. You know, I don't want to say this, you know, because they might do this. So what? You can't fail. They have already rejected you. You can decorate the trash can all you like. They have already determined that you are a trash bin. So what can you do about it? What can you do about it? Other than accept it. That's it. We live in a system. We live in a system. Us versus them. Don't be afraid to live, man. That's all Left Side is saying. Don't be afraid to fail. What I tell y'all the other day about destiny and magnetism. You're not going to attract not 1 ounce more or less than what you were supposed to become. Keep that in mind. Got nothing to lose. If you're thinking that you got something to lose because of what they think of you, check this out. Even if you win, they have already said you are a loser. If you win, they still think you're a loser. If you got this truth right now and it doesn't change the way that they think about you, what makes you think if you obtain some material wealth for something, that's going to make them change the way they think about you? Because the real winning in this world is getting the truth of everything like I'm saying right now. I even got this truth and they still look at me like a loser. So they're going to always look at you like that. There's no changing no matter what you do. But guess what? It don't matter what they think. You live for yourself and not for others. That's the way to beat the HPB system. Living for yourself and not for others. That's the key. That's the key to defeat them. Isn't this refreshing? Put ones up if you think this is a refreshing conversation. It's refreshing to me. Just knowing that I got the truth. You know? I don't know where I would be. I know where I would be. I would be dead if I didn't have this information. That's where I would be. This keeps me alive. You know? And here's another thing. When you be around people and they be looking at you like that, looking at you all strange, they probably saying to themselves, what you doing around us? Why are you here? It's kind of like if a grown man is sitting in a classroom full of K-5 students. the kid's gonna look at you, they're gonna be staring at you the whole while like, what in the world is he doing in here? Why is this big tall man sitting in this little desk with all of us little 5-year-olds? What is he doing in here? That's why they look at us like that. We don't even got no business around these people, man. We ain't got no business around these people. I mean, but when you get around them, hey, do whatever you do, man. If you talk to yourself out loud in public, it don't even matter. You do whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, they have already labeled you an outcast. If you got a soul of understanding, they already see that light. The devil in these people, he is never going to get along with you. That's why I say, talking to people is not real communication. The real communication is a felt thing. You feel what the person is. That's what communication is all about anyway. Communication is linked in directly to survival. Words that we use, it's all about deception and survival. We say things like a lie. The reason why someone lies is to save face or for survival purposes. You been cheating on me, woman? No. She lied to what? Survive, save the marriage. Also communication for like telling the truth to survive. I'm hungry. You really hungry. So you use communication. But communication can also be a smoke screen. So when you're talking to these people that's not like you, you should feel it. The first sentence is the feeling. Before you utter a word, the first word in that sentence was the feeling inside of yourself. That's where it begins. So when I see these people, when you see them and they don't look right and they don't feel right, they are not right. Simple as that. Now, everything else you do after that, that's on you. That's just how you manipulate it for your benefit. Whether that's on a job, whether that's dealing with female or whatever. Once you get that first initial feeling, that first contact, that's what it is. And they felt the same thing from you. They just not gonna say nothing about it. They just gonna use words as a smoke screen to deflect. This is nothing but a human chess board. That's it. And each one of you are pieces on the chessboard. That's all this life is. It's all about moves, strategizing, picking the right words. Because at the end of the day, all of this boils down to ego, money, and sex. That's it. Ego, money, and sex. And if you fit into what they are about, which is a bunch of nothing. Let's get that clear. All of this stuff in this world that they pump up to be so much, you lose it all in the end. So you may as well ball out, do what you do. That's all I'm saying. Because you can't fail at anything in this life. The only thing you can fail at is not knowing what I'm saying right now. The only failure in this life is living your entire life and never learning what reality was. Then your life was unsuccessful. You can die with $0 in your bank account. But if you learned what reality was, your life was successful. That's right. You can bank on that. Put that in your spiritual bank account. You can bank on that. So y'all marinate on those words. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Hey, reality over everything, reality or nothing. These people are not real. We are the only ones that's real. United souls. We up against an illusion. That's what it is. They're trying to take our pleasure, happiness. They're trying to make us worry. They're trying to make us chase after their false world, their false perception of success. You cannot win running in their race. Their race is rigged. You think the devil going to create a system that a person with a soul can win in? Think about that. I'm going to leave y'all with that. This Left Side of the Brain signing out.